Never did I think Rocket League would ever hit its 24-hour peak player base of 1 million players. But yet it has here. The 26th of January, we have hit 1 million players, 24-hour peak, a huge increase of players. Comparing to 27th of November here, where we were somewhere between 500k and 600k, which are still pretty healthy numbers, but slightly declining over the years, right? Our peak was in, 2021, I think? And now we've hit that same peak again here in 2026. Many years later, we're back. And this is not COVID this time as well. That's important to take into account where, we built a lot of momentum within COVID. So that definitely, that whole situation where everyone was home definitely helped out. Now, the question is, why have the numbers gone back up, right? Well, a lot of people would say Jynxi, a streamer that was initially popular for his 6 Siege content, but now he's been doing a lot of other things. Well, I say now, for a while, he's been doing a lot of other things. Yeah, including now making content with Zen, Vatira, Retzels as well. Playing also against other streamers, I mean, like Stable Ronaldo and XQC. So he's been making content about Rocket League with all these people, which is really cool and definitely adding a lot of eyes to the game. Now, some other things that might be taken into account are probably the weather. It's been pretty cold recently. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but give me a second here. It's been very cold, very a lot of snow, more than Belgium has ever seen for like, I don't know, at least a decade, I feel like. So, it's been it stopped snowing here now in Belgium, but I'm pretty sure in other areas it's still snowing. So, a lot of more people inside than before, I feel like. So that's probably helping a little bit. Exactly how much that's helping, I don't know. What's also helping is Jynxi again here. I should have mentioned earlier. He's been watching a lot of RLCS, and RLCS has always been a huge thing that has led to, players playing Rocket League, right? It's definitely a huge asset. And yeah, he's been watching RLCS, and he even says he's going to watch the entire major coming up in Boston, I believe. So that's going to be great for the game as well, continuously. Other than that, he has maybe also influenced himself, other streamers into playing Rocket League. I've seen other streamers like, what is his name? Squeaks. Maybe you don't recognize him, but he's been playing a bit of Rocket League. I think Ludwig has been playing a bit of Rocket League. So, it's kind of been spreading around. It isn't just Jynxi, the only source here. But definitely streamers overall adding a lot of attention to the game for now. Now, another question you might be asking, is it because of Rocket League? Is Rocket League the reason why this is going up? I would say Rocket League hasn't really done anything insane to the game. Over the years, they have added stuff like, seeing your teammates boost and stuff like that, which is a great addition. Seeing also your last couple of ranked games is a great addition. The items that they've been coming out with have been great as well. Although I will say that the pricing on those has been pretty insane, way too high for sure. So that's, a positive with a negative. The biggest negatives have actually been, the pro experience. You look at RLCS having no admins until top 8 in EU and NA, which is just terrible. It's never been that bad ever, essentially. Other than that, the bots and DDoSes in ranked, but you only really see those really, really high ranked. I mean, like GC3 up, but plus. Under that, you can see them, but it's a rare occurrence, right? It doesn't, you don't expect it to happen every day. Whereas with SSLs, they do essentially expect it to happen every day, if not, every other game, So especially from the pro MMR, it's terrible, right? That's just terrible. But that doesn't really matter when it comes to the casual player, right? So for them, the game will probably look like it's in a good state because of the things I mentioned earlier. Other than that, you probably look at trading being removed, but that's more of a thing of the past. People from the past are going to care about that. New players, I guess you're not going to get new players in that like trading, that would get into Rocket League only because of the trading. But that isn't probably a huge issue from new players. They probably just look at the gameplay and they look at that mainly as their reason, am I going to play this game or not? What it might do is keep players worse, not as good, without the trading. That might be a thing, that you maintain your players better when you have trading. I don't know. But in terms of just right now, the numbers that we have gotten so far, I doubt trading would have been a big influence on those players. Although maybe Jynxi did influence a lot of OGs to return as well, which I imagine is true, because I doubt, 500,000 random people have suddenly, jumped on the game for the first time. although I shouldn't understate his influence either. Now, I guess you probably want to know as well if the numbers have gone down significantly since then. It's only been a couple days, but not really. We're at 969K here, 24-hour peak on the 30th of January, which is when I'm recording this. So no, the numbers haven't really gone down. It is a peak after all, right? We're not expecting this million to come in every single week. So yeah, the numbers haven't really dropped a lot at all. They've maintained pretty well. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. The pro experience is not good. The player experience is actually pretty good, I would say, even though there are definite, issues there for the players. The game as a casual is not in a bad state whatsoever, I would say, and that's probably helped. But Rocket League hasn't included anything new that's crazy or something to keep the players coming in. I would definitely say the majority of the influence here is definitely things around Rocket League than Rocket League itself, if that makes sense. More eyeballs have gone to Rocket League, and that's just naturally helped Rocket League a lot. Obviously, Rocket League has to also be a good game in order for those people to well, all start amounting up to 1 million players, but also for them to stay around, which they have until now. But I imagine the time is ticking, so we'll see how this all develops in the future. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.